Welcome to Motoind. I'm Johan, Kannad at the wheel.
Hi guys.
And we are men in Maruti 800. We bring you automotive developments of the week while driving around the city of Mumbai. So, if this is your first time here, consider hitting that subscribe button to keep following us. So Kannad, what do we have in store today?
Yeah, so we have the perfect recipe for topless motoring this week.
Okay.
So just stick to the end and find out what it is.
No, and you don't have to take the t-shirts or anything off. So, the first news in hand, we have the new facelifted Ciaz in India.
As expected, they've got a mild facelift. And
Absolutely.
the big news here is the 1.5 liter engine, petrol engine.
Okay.
So it makes about 103 horsepower and 138 Nm.
Of
So
torque,
not great figures, but a small bump up nevertheless.
But the diesel engine still remains the same. The 1.3 Fiat sourced 89 bhp engine.
Yeah.
We were expecting that the 1.5 will debut. We are still waiting for that Maruti Suzuki diesel engine 1.5
It's going to take some time because you know, like how the markets have been shifting and people have been going for the petrol variant.
I totally understand why Maruti is delaying it, and maybe even on their R&D front, they want that perfect engine to come out rather than fiddling it with it later on at the NVH levels and things like that. And Ciaz as such is a brilliant value for money proposition.
New petrol engine will come with a dual battery hybrid setup. So like people might laugh off like, hey, it's just a namesake hybrid. But at the end of the day, it remains that Maruti has some sort of hybrid system and nobody else has it. So
and it's cost effective too.
Definitely.
I mean, it's 8.19 for the petrol, which has a hybrid system, which earlier did not, and for 9.19 for the diesel, 10.97 top end for the automatic 80 in the petrol, as well as the diesel top
manual,
end. We don't have a diesel automatic in this. Maruti has stayed away from that. If you want an enjoyable car, you might as well as look towards a City or a Verna, but that is just 5 or 10% of the population. Rest 90%. They can have an option of looking at a Ciaz.
The biggest joke here is on-road price of top model Ciaz is cheaper than ex-showroom of other variants. So and then there's no competition. Forget people asking discount. When the salesman will tell you, sir, city ka price 13 lakh hai. And then you're like, oh, 13 lakh? Ex-showroom. And then you're like, what?
That brings to around 15-16 lakhs on-road. Damn expensive these days. And I remember city used to be 7-8 lakhs earlier, but
gone are the days. The Indian consumer will be thinking, hey, it's a Maruti. What can go wrong? And secondly, it's not like it's so bad in driving. You know, like I have driven a Ciaz extensively. So, you know, it's good car. The petrol 80, it's smooth, it's robust, it's reliable, and it's like, you know, old school technology. So which will keep on going. We are getting a new MID. It's like a Baleno inspired one.
And a 7-inch infotainment screen.
That has been already
That's
there.
already there with Apple CarPlay and
Android Auto.
Android Auto. So
we get machine cut alloy wheels on the top model and rear adjustable headrests.
Okay.
And this might be a bit, you know, a feature which might divide opinions. We get the speed alert system.
Oh yeah, I remember when Maruti was coming out with that, with it beeping around 80 kilometers per hour, and after 120 kilometers per hour, it never shuts up. Gone are the days for a happy, peaceful road trip.
And it's on one end, I'm like, okay, this is a good move. Like you know, most of the drivers, once they are pinged with that beep, they'll be like, okay, come on, I'll slow down. But you know, for us it's a bad news because see, we are good drivers, and you know, that occasional, I'm not saying every time we drive fast, but you know, that occasional burst while overtaking, or you know, while sometimes you find an open road, nobody else, you just feel that pushing the pedal in. And in such instances, you know, rather than having fun, you might get, you know, annoyed over it.
And that brings to the second car in hand, that is the Mitsubishi Outlander, which has an outlandish pricing of 32 lakhs. Okay, we have to consider it's a CBU, but that's where the good parts of that end, because it has a 6.1 infotainment screen, which is much smaller than even the Ciaz 7-inch we were talking about. Other than that, this goes up against Tiguan. It even goes up against... I don't know, but it even goes up against Endeavour, Fortuner. Does it even go up against them? With the pricing, it's right in that segment. But
I don't know what Mitsubishi were thinking.
But if they start discounting it, there goes the brand value along with the price of the car.
And I don't know what other car is Mitsubishi selling, like Pajero Sport.
Oh, it has a loyal fan following, but they won't buy at this price.
It's a 2.4 liter 4-cylinder engine, like
Okay.
165 bhp and around 2 Nm.
You get a 3.2 liter engine in
Endeavour,
Endeavour, and
exactly.
that is much torquier than these engines.
Yeah, at the end of the day, those are diesels.
Yeah, those are diesels.
But-
And this is a petrol engine.
Saddest thing is they are paired with the CVT. Like, come on, who does that? For a 4-wheel drive car, you have put in CVT. I agree, CVT is good, but it's simply not put out for the level of torque that you require to get such a heavy car moving. And okay, I agree, it's a lightweight car compared to Fortuner and all.
So we can keep our fingers crossed. Let's hope Mitsubishi injects
hope,
some
yeah.
new energy, especially with their alliance with Renault and Nissan. They have that opportunity. We have to cut to a sad news at this given point of time before the revealing the Elantra.
Yeah.
And the sad news we have in hand is the Suzuki Jimny. Maruti is not considering it. We are hearing it through sources. That is a really sad news in hand.
Yeah, so as usual, the logic with safety and the logic with not bringing Jimny by the Maruti chairman, it's totally absurd. Like, according to him, there is no market which is currently dominated by Thar.
Thar.
So just
We have the Gurkha also, who
Nobody knows.
knows
Nobody knows,
that
like-
Gurkha exists. But if you are going to be an aspirational brand in India, you should have some aspirational product, don't you think?
yeah. So basically, the cars in question, like the Jimny, it has got history, and just imagine
The Gypsy has a
in
huge following.
2018, it has the waiting list has cost 1 year internationally. Can you believe that? When was the last time when
A Suzuki product.
had a 1 year waiting list? And
That to an aspirational product, not like a Alto
Yeah.
or a small car at that. So that it has a 1.5 petrol engine, which is pretty capable. I think Suzuki can produce it in India, and to scale up can export to other markets from India and release the product in India.
And the biggest thing is that 68%, almost 65 to 70% revenue of Suzuki comes from India.
India.
So they can't ignore.
No.
They have to keep the local market happy, and if that means taking a hit on maybe the tooling cost or something like that, you should be ready to take that.
I think the Jimny through Nexa makes a good business sense too.
It makes a business sense, and secondly, if you see, the car is really capable. Like,
We have the V-Cross, and then we have the Gurkha, Thar, which is doing decent numbers.
Yeah.
And Thar is in fact happily building brand for Mahindra too. Don't you think it's
So
that
it's a
SUV
lifestyle,
aspirational
yeah.
lifestyle product?
and people aspire to, and like they're like, okay, yeah, this car, this company sells car. It's a cool company.
It's a cool company.
So
yeah.
I might buy a Mahindra XUV or Scorpio.
Please bring the Jimny to India. We would love to see in India, and there are many people waiting for it. Trust me. Trust connect to.
Yeah. I would happily buy a Jimny tomorrow if they launch it. Like, I'll be the first guy who would put down the money even if I don't have it. But yeah, let's face it.
You can pledge your Abad. It's a good product and it's a good deal and it's a good brand building exercise for you, Maruti. And moving on, we have the facelifted Elantra.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a bit controversial.
It's okay, I would say that.
Yeah, I love the old Elantra way too much. It won many design awards. The newer one, it's like somebody in Hyundai told, oh, we have designed way too much good cars. We have to design average looking car. And here comes the Elantra facelift. It gets a full LED treatment. It's the full new touchscreen, 8-inch and 7.1-inch at the lower variants.
But they've given a good improvement in feature list. So
Okay.
like most of them would be okay, I would say. Like,
It doesn't look that bad either. Now we are criticizing
basically,
it
we are
too
used
much.
to the older car too much.
Too much, and
So-
it's way too good looking to
Yeah.
ignore too and not compare the
Yeah.
newer one too. And then what is a surprise?
So we have the BMW Z4, Z4, whatever you call it.
Okay.
And this is going to be a convertible car,
Okay.
soft top.
This is the car which we think manufacturer should bring to India. And
and definitely there is scope for it, especially if you're pricing it in terms of Cayman.
that is around 80
80,
85 lakhs.
lakhs.
Which the old Z4 was to again close to 80 81 lakhs. So that makes a good value for money proposition as to a roadster, because it comes with a 6-cylinder engine.
6-cylinder, 3-liter V6 turbocharged petrol engine.
What more do you need?
And
Cayman and Boxster Twins comes with 4-cylinder engine. That
So
is
there
like,
you go.
There you go. This
Yeah.
brings about a much better proposition, in my humble opinion, as it is done along with Toyota Supra. It's a quirky Japanese styling. I kind of like it a little bit, not way too much. I'm pretty sure that BMW could have done a much better job, but the quirky Japanese styling works
it's still
for me
there,
at least.
It's still there, but
And I think Supra will be much more beautiful than BMW Z4.
the biggest problems of modern BMWs looks-wise is that hideous kidney grille. So that has kept on increasing.
In size.
increasing.
That is the most ridiculous thing that can happen.
And maybe after 3-4 years you can use them as doors basically. So
And it may even grow to the
Yeah.
bumpers and whatnot. One will be a driver infotainment screen, and one will be for the media infotainment.
So basically something similar to the Audi virtual cockpit.
And
You have all the maps, you have programmable screen, you can change how the display you want it to be.
And it looks really good, so I'm much hopeful for it. It's a roadster, so you can put your top down, bring
Have
it out,
fun,
have fun, take it to Goa, enjoy your weekend, and come back to Mumbai. That kind of a car.
It's a perfect car, and since Toyota has a hand in it, I'm guessing some of the design would be better in terms of reliability than say just
the R&D part, reliability parts, spare parts, Toyota would have taken care of. And having a BMW Toyota joint venture sounds like a recipe for fun.
At the end of the day, this is not your primary car. This is going to be a fun little car that you buy it for
for the weekends or for your long drives and whatnot.
So pricing it too high will be a recipe for disaster. But that 80-85 sweet spot, it should be able to undercut the Cayman as well. That gives Toyota some breathing space to reduce the prices for the Supra. So you never know.
It is known to be a good driving dynamic car because of the 50-50 weight distribution, and the engine is way behind the front wheel. The driver and passenger right in middle of the car. Then you have the soft top instead of the old hard top which you get in Z4. So that brings a weight savings of around some odd 50-60 kgs.
Easily.
The V6 is
that should be the talking point.
That should be the talking point for the new car.
The 8-speed ZF that it's going to get. However, the lower variant, I'm sure there will be a 2-liter option for sure. That will come with a 6-speed manual gearbox. So it will be more fun as well.
It is a good package.
Yeah, definitely.
And we hope BMW brings it to India, or Toyota might bring the Supra to India. What do you think?
Let's hope whoever brings it, I'll be happy to have more cars in India.
Absolutely, and I'll be the next in line to buy a used Supra or a new used Z4. So, with that conclusion, let's wrap up the show for the day. You know the drill. Hit that subscribe button and the thumbs up button. Show us some love for Kannad to sign off.
Yeah, so like as usual, keep your eyes on the road, hands on the wheels, and drive safe. So, ciao for now, guys.
Oh man, this is going to be a fun